Hello and welcome to today's evening video. And tonight, as we are coming closer and closer to the Hallows Eve, I thought I'd bring you something a little bit special from Alexa. As today, me and Alexa will be going through.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Why not? I'm sure. Any time, guys, today that you want to leave a comment to decide which way the story goes, you can do just by hitting that live chat button. I've got hiccups, just finished my tea, so I'm ready to sit down and listen to the story of the magic door. So, without further ado, let's start the game. Alexa, start game. The magic door.
Do you mean the magic door?
Yes.
Welcome back to the magic door. Our journey begins here, with 3 roads. One leads to the mountains, another leads to the sea. The last is a spooky path into the dark forest. There is also a small mailbox to our right. Would you like to go to the mountains, to the sea, or to the dark forest? You could also open the mailbox.
Which way should we go, guys? Should we go to the forest? Should we go?
Would you like to go to the mountains, to the sea, or to the dark forest? You could also open the mailbox.
You can leave your chat down below, guys, in the live chat, but I think we'll go to Alexa. Creepy forest.
To restart from the beginning or choose another adventure, say start over. Would you like to go to the mountains, to the sea, or to the dark forest? You could also open the mailbox.
The dark forest.
Okay, follow me on a path of fallen leaves. The path heads through skeleton-like trees, and we soon find ourselves in a dark, cold forest. It feels a bit creepy here. We don't have to keep going. I think it will only get creepier. Would you like to keep going or get out of here?
Keep going.
Okay, we'll keep going. But let's stick close together. At any time if you're too scared, just say start over, and we'll find the magic door. Oh my, do you feel that cold wind? It sure is getting dark. I don't like that. Let's walk faster. Look ahead, up high through the trees. Do you see that? I see a faint light peeking through. Let's go. As we speed walk along the path, we realize the light peeking through the trees is coming from some sort of large house on a hill in front of us. It's still too far to see the details. What was that? Someone or something else is here with us.
Oh no.
I wonder, should we keep going or get out of here?
Keep going.
Okay, let's go. It's getting creepier. Stay close to me. We need to make it out of these woods fast. Suddenly, a hairy, wrinkly, scruffy man pops out of the forest in front of us.
Hey you. Yeah, you too. I've been watching you too. You're still looking for the wimpy weak wizard, aren't you? Well, I've seen him. Yeah, that's right. He's not doing so well, you know. He came limping on this path not too long ago. I think the witch got him. And now he's desperate, coming to these dark woods, hobbling to the witch's mansion. Maybe looking for a potion he thinks will cure him. Good luck, I say. In no time, the witch will return here, and when she does, she'll put that wizard out of his misery.
I'm not sure this strange man knows what he's talking about.
Well, go now. Go and fetch your feeble friend.
The man then walks back into the shadows of the dark forest. We both stop and ponder a moment. What if the wizard really is in the witch's mansion right now? Or perhaps this unscrupulous individual is setting us up. Now, do you want to keep going, or should we get out of here?
Keep going, I think.
Thankfully, after walking just a few more steps down the path, the trees become less dense and we can see a stone wall in front of us glowing in the moonlight. The path takes us right to an open metal gate in the wall. Beyond the gate, we see a grand Gothic-style house. The light we could see before now shines bright in the window at the top of the house. The wind is strong, and I think it's getting colder. The metal gate here is now wide open. Would you like to go through the gate, or get out of here?
Go through the gate.
We walk through the open gate and find ourselves on a cobblestone driveway leading up to the big house. The house is dark except for the single light shining through the third-story window. As we approach the front steps, a spooky fog moves around us.
He's in there.
What? Did you just say something?
No,
Wait. Look. Did you just see that? A figure moved past that third-floor window. Someone's up there. Let's go up the steps and knock on the door. I walk up to the massive wooden door. I reach for the door knocker in the center, but before I touch it, the knocker knocks all by itself. The door opens just a bit. We both look at each other. Do you think somebody's in there? Should we go inside? Stay outside? Or get out of here?
Go inside.
Okay. I push the door open more. We peek inside. It's pitch dark. We can't see anything. It seems no one is around. Together we step inside a dark entryway. The door slams behind us.
Oh
Yikes. It's spooky in here. Yeah. I don't like that. We really need some light. It sure would be nice to find a light switch. Maybe we should feel around for one. What would you like to do now?
Feel around for a light switch, please.
Okay. We slowly run our hands along the walls, starting by the front door. You stick close by me. We feel mostly the smooth, cold walls. But wait. I feel something right here. Oops, that's not a light. That's a creepy clock. Let's keep going. Touch this. We run into what feels like a door frame. We step inside, still feeling for a switch. Oh, here's something. It feels like a button. I wonder if I should press it. What would you like to do now?
Press the button.
Okay, I press the button. And yes, we have some light. It's not bright, but we can finally see. Look around. We're in a very small room. I think we're in an elevator. Watch out, the doors are closing. The elevator starts moving down.
You don't like it down here. It's creepy.
The doors open and we see only smoke and hear strange noises. The smoke clears a bit and we see a fiery glow in the room in front of us. I believe we are looking into a cellar. It is hard to see, but I think there are some shelves ahead, at the back of this room. Should we step into the cellar or stay here in the elevator?
Step into the cellar.
Okay. We step out onto a stone floor. As we do, the strange rumbling gets louder and scarier. At least we can now see a little bit more. Sure enough, there are shelves lining the wall at the back of this small room. Should we walk over to the shelves or leave this room?
Walk over to the shelves.
We walk over to the shelves in the back of the room. They appear empty except for a brass candlestick with one candle in it. There is also a single match sitting on the candlestick base. I quickly light the candle with the match and pick it up. In the glow of the candle light, I see that the smoke and fiery glow is coming from underneath a closed door. I can also see the elevator still open on the other side of the room. Should we go up the stairs or go back to the elevator?
Go up the stairs.
Okay, let's get up those stairs quickly. At the top of the stairs, we push open a small door, and we find ourselves back in the entryway. With our candle, we can now see what's around us. I hold up the candlestick and we can see a small table in a corner, an open doorway leading to another dark room, and a large mirror on the wall opposite the front door. What would you like to do now?
What are my options?
We could go through the doorway, look at the mirror, or look at the table. What would you like to do now?
Look at the mirror.
We walk over to the large mirror. I hold up the candlestick. Oh, the mirror is totally shattered. We see our distorted reflections in the mirror, and we also see something else moving behind us. We both quickly turn around to see who or what it is. But as soon as we turn, the moaning stops. We look at each other, and then both look at the mirror again. What is going on here? What would you like to do now?
Look at the table.
We walk over to the small table in the corner.
What's on the table?
On it sits a wooden box.
Okay.
Listen. Up close, we see that it is a music box, with a miniature wedding couple standing on top. It looks like we could open it. What would you like to do now?
Open the box.
Okay, I open the music box. Inside the box we find an engraved metal plaque that reads Silas and Serena forever. The box is otherwise empty. What would you like to do now?
What are my options?
We could go through the doorway, look at the mirror, or look at the table. What would you like to do now?
Walk out of the window. I think we need to escape.
We could go through the doorway, look at the mirror, or look at the table. What would you like to do now?
Go through the doorway.
We walk through the open doorway into a large, dark room. In the darkness, we can barely make out a buffet, a closed door, some large windows, and a table in the center room. What would you like to do now?
Look at the buffet. Yum, 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 yum. Scooby snacks!
We walk over to the buffet. The glass cake stand sits on top of the buffet, but there is no cake on it. What would you like to do now?
What are my options?
We could go to the closed door, look at the windows, or look at the table. What would you like to do now?
Look at the windows.
Okay, let's look out the large windows. Whoa, that's a big scary dog right outside. Glad we didn't run into him before. It's dark out there, but we can tell it's been raining. Oh my, that was a bright flash of lightning. And did you see? The flash illuminated a closed door in here, over there on the wall by the buffet. What would you like to do now?
What are my options?
We could go to the closed door, look at the windows, or look at the table. What would you like to do now?
Look at the closed door.
We open the door and walk into a grand room with tall ceilings. A massive stone fireplace lights up the room for us. In the glow of the fireplace, we see a large pipe organ in the room. The organ appears to be playing by itself. Next to the organ is a large curved staircase, reaching to a second floor balcony. What would you like to do now?
Sorry, what were my answers?
You have one lit candle on a candlestick and one small black key. If you'd like to know more about an item, ask me to describe it. What would you like to do now?
Describe the key.
I don't have any information about that item. What would you like to do now?
Unlock the door.
We could look at the pipe organ, look at the fireplace, or climb up the stairs. We could also return to the dining room. Just say go back. What would you like to do now?
Look at the fire. I think we need to warm up. It's getting a bit chilly in here.
We could look at the pipe organ, look at the fireplace, or climb up the stairs. We could also return to the dining room. Just say go back. What would you like to do now?
Look at the fireplace.
We walk toward the fireplace. The eerie sound becomes louder, and we soon realize it's the sound of someone crying. As we approach the fireplace, we come upon the backside of a large armchair. Wait. I think someone is sitting in the armchair. We slowly approach the chair and then walk around it. Sure enough, there is a shadowy, almost transparent woman sitting in the chair crying. She has a stack of small papers that she is flipping through. We can't tell what's on the papers. I ask her kindly, "Hello, is everything okay?" She then looks up. Her ethereal face turns monstrous as she stands up and yells,
"No! Everything is not okay! It's a nightmare!"
She abruptly turns to the fire, throws her papers into the flames, and then she disappears. One of the papers flies out of the flames and lands at our feet. I pick it up. Look. It is a black and white photo of a wedding couple. The edges are singed and are continuing to burn. Before we know it, the photo is a pile of ashes in my hands. That was all very strange. What would you like to do now?
What are my options?
We could look at the pipe organ, look at the fireplace, or climb up the stairs. We could also return to the dining room. Just say go back. What would you like to do now?
Look at the pipe organ. Maybe it'll cheer up.
We walk toward the organ. It looks antique and is quite large, with pipes reaching toward the ceiling. It plays by itself. What would you like to do now?
Go up the stairs.
We walk to the stairs and climb up to the second floor. Fantastic. That creepy voice is following us up these stairs. At the top of the stairs, we find a dimly lit hallway. To our right is a closed door. To our left is an open door. We hear music coming from the open door. There is a single light bulb hanging from the middle of the hallway ceiling. It is on, but then we hear something above us. And the light bulb flickers. Sounds like someone is up there. Would you like to go to the closed door or the open door?
Go to the closed door.
We walk over to the closed door. It's locked, and I definitely don't want to unlock it again. Wait. Do you hear something? Could that be the wizard? The voice is coming from the end of this hallway. Maybe we should walk down the hallway. What would you like to do now?
What are my options?
We could go to the open door, go downstairs, or walk down the hallway. What would you like to do now?
Walk down the hallway.
We start walking down the hallway. It's getting darker as we near the end. At the end, we discover a small open doorway with a staircase inside. And we again hear a deep voice echoing beyond the stairs, coming from above us. Listen. Holy smokes, that's got to be the wizard. Let's get up these stairs. We run up the stairs and dash into a steamy, ill-lit attic room. We see a black cauldron in the middle of the room, a table full of flasks and bottles on one side of it, and a standing floor mirror on the other. The mirror, for just a moment, swirls with colors, before it stops and returns to normal. We do a complete look around the room and realize he's gone. Yes, it must be true. I can't believe it. We just missed the wizard. What would you like to do now?
What are my options? Just missed the wizard. Damn it.
We could look at the cauldron, look at the table, or look at the mirror. What would you like to do now?
Maybe the cauldron will give us some answers.
The cast iron cauldron is hanging from a chain in the middle of the room. It is dangling above hot smoking coals. Inside the cauldron is a dark liquid, hot and bubbling.
Oh goodness me, what is that?
The wizard must have been making something up here. What would you like to do now?
Slurp some of the liquid. Maybe it's a potion.
We could look at the cauldron, look at the table, or look at the mirror. What would you like to do now?
Look at the table. Alexa, look at the table.
We walk to the large wooden table. It is very messy. Glass bottles, flasks, stirring sticks, and various measuring cups are scattered on top. There's an odd mix of spilled liquids and powders, forming a puddle of rainbow colors on the table's top. And here, look, there's a piece of paper on the table, covered partially by liquid. I can only read the top of the paper. It says, "Potion for broken bone." Perhaps this is what the wizard was making here. Seems like he really was injured. What would you like to do now?
What are my options?
What would you like to do now?
What are my options?
We could look at the cauldron, look at the table, or look at the mirror. What would you like to do now?
Mirror.
We could look at the cauldron, look at the table, or look at the mirror. What would you like to do now?
Look at the table.
We walk to the large wooden table. It is very messy. Glass bottles, flasks, stirring sticks, and various measuring cups are scattered on top. There's an odd mix of spilled liquids and powders, forming a puddle of rainbow colors on the table's top. And here, look, there's a piece of paper on the table, covered partially by liquid. I can only read the top of the paper. It says, "Potion for broken bone." Perhaps this is what the wizard was making here. Seems like he really was injured. What would you like to do now?
Look at the mirror.
We walk over to the standing floor mirror. It looks completely normal for a moment. But then, it suddenly becomes the magic door. This must be the end of this strange adventure. It's really too bad we missed the wizard. We should keep searching for him throughout the land. Would you now like to go through the door and finally escape this wretched place? Just say, "Open the magic door." What would you like to do now?
Keep looking for the wizard.
That's not something you can do here. What would you like to do now?
What are my options?
To restart from the beginning or choose another adventure, say start over. What would you like to do now?
Okay, guys. Alexa, walk through the magic door.
Okay, let's go. Welcome back to the magic door. Our journey begins here, with 3 roads. One leads to the mountains, another leads to the sea. The last is a spooky path into the dark forest. There is also a small mailbox to our right. Would you like to go to the mountains, to the sea, or to the dark forest? You could also open the mailbox.
Alexa, open the mailbox.
Okay, let's open the mailbox. Look, inside, there is a pink envelope from the castle. Would you like to open the pink envelope?
Yes, please, open the pink envelope.
Okay, let's open the pink envelope. Oh, it is from the princess. It reads, "Please join us for the royal holiday party inside the princess's castle. There will be music, dancing and refreshments. The party begins promptly at dusk." How exciting. Would you like to go to the party?
Not for now. And I'm going to say thank you very much, guys, for watching this short little story. And hopefully you're not too creeped out. Tune in next time for more
You can say yes
From-
or no.
Alexa. And we'll step back through the magic door. Again, guys, thank you very much for watching. And have a nice and happy Halloween!